Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Om Akhandananda Sambodha Bandanat Yasya Jayate Govindam Tamaham Vande Chidananda Tanum Gurum. So yesterday we were seeing Sarvashakti Gunopetaha Sarvajñānavṛttayo Swatantraha Satyasankalpaha Satyakama Sa Ishvara. The nature of Ishvara. Ishvara is one who is endowed with omniscience, omnipotence, omnipresence, all that good activities, good characteristics. Okay. Now, Ishvara is also explained as sarvajñāna avabhāsakaha. He is one who is a illuminer of all knowledges. Let us take this mirror. Okay. This mirror is whatever is reflected in this mirror is what we call it Ishvara. Now, can this mirror illumine anything? Okay, if it is in darkness, can it illumine anything? Even if it reflects darkness, can you say it is illuminating darkness? That's mad. Illumination means light. So how can you say sarvajñāna avabhāsakaha? It illumines all the knowledges. How can you say that? Simple. See, when you take this example, now in this example of this makeup box, the whole box is considered as consciousness. Consciousness is of the nature of self-effulgence. And that consciousness is what is reflected in the mirror, which is Maya. When that consciousness effulgence is reflected on the mirror of Maya, any light, if you are going to put any light on, throw any light on the mirror, it is not going to hold on to it. It is going to reflect it. It is going to spread it. That is what is said here. Okay. Now, tasyaitasya mahāviṣṇormahāśaktermahīyasaḥ sarvajñatveśvaratvādikāraṇatvānmanīṣiṇaḥ kāraṇaṃ vapurityāhuḥ samaṣṭiṃ sattvabṛṃhitam. tasyaitasya mahāviṣṇoḥ mahāśakteḥ mahīyasaḥ sarvajñatveśvaratvādikāraṇatvānmanīṣiṇaḥ kāraṇaṃ vapuh itīśasya samaṣṭiṃ sattvabṛṃhitam. mahāviṣṇoḥ mahāśakteḥ mahīyasaḥ. Seeing this, you will be like, oh, he is talking about Mahavishnu, Mahashakti, and the goddess, Mahavishnu, the god, and Mahiyasa, the god, Shiva. No, we are not talking about them. When we say Mahavishnu, it doesn't mean great Vishnu. You have to understand this. This is where the others fail. We Vedantins understand it properly. Vishnu, the word Vishnu does not mean the god Vishnu. It refers to, from the root word Vishilru vyapto, all pervading. So Mahavishnu means the great pervader. Okay. And Mahashaktehe means the great powerful, the great potent, the great powerful. And Mahiyasaha means that which is superior to everything. Great superior means that which is superior to everything. Okay. Now, tasya, that which is all pervading, that which is all superior, that which is all powerful, that etasya, tasyaitasya, that Ishvara we are talking about, the Ishvara which we are talking about, that Ishvara is a sarvajñatveśvaratvādikāraṇatvāt. He is a sarvajña, sarveshvara, etc. He is omniscient, omnipotent. Sarveshvara, he is God of everything. So, omnipotent, etc. The characteristics. Due to these characteristics, so why are these characteristics there in that Ishvara? Because of the Maya reflection, why is there? Because Maya is a sattvabṛṃhitam, is a pure sattva, superior sattva. Therefore, that samaṣṭi, which has prominence of sattva, that samaṣṭi is what is referred to as kāraṇaṃ vapuhu, Karana Sharira. Vapuhu means Sharira. Karana Sharira, the causal body. Vapu means Sharira, body. Karana means causal, the causal body. Okay, this Ishvara is what is called as causal body. Who is called as causal body? By whom? Manīṣiṇaḥ, by the people of knowledge, people of wisdom. Okay. ānandapracuratvena chādakatvena kośavat saiṣānandamayaḥ kośa itīśasya nigadyate. ānandapracuratvena chādakatvena kośavat saiṣānandamayaḥ kośa itīśasya nigadyate. Then we have to go to the jiva. Instead of going to jiva, he is going to the next stage of a different way of saying the same thing. What is that? We said he is causal body. Now he is saying ānandapracuratvena, because of the abundance of ānanda. Prachura means abundance. This word we have heard instead of ānandapracura, if I am going to say ānandamaya, you will understand. Oh, ānandamaya, yes, I know. What do you know about? Please state, what does maya mean? Mayat is the suffix which you add to the word. When you add mayat to a word, it refers to the abundance. Prachuryarte mayat. In the sense of abundance, you use maya. When I say ānandamaya, then it means abundance of ānanda. Ānandapracura. If I say jala maya, jala means water. If I say or apamaya, apa means water, we know. Apamaya, then we means abundance of water. Okay? Maya means abundance. So that is what he is saying. ānandapracuratvena, since it has abundance of bliss. Kośavat chādakatvena, since like a kosha, like a sheath, it is a covering. Chādaka means it covers, it hides. Chādaka, it hides. Kośa may be a sheath or a sheet. Sheet means like for a knife, you have a cover, right? That cover is sheath. So it covers the knife. It covers completely the knife. Similarly, this maya covers, what does it cover? What does maya cover? Maya covers my inherent nature, the self. Since the maya covers the self, it is called as kośa. Kośavat chādakatvena. Since it hides the self, it is called as a kośa. So, sa esha itīśasya ānandamaya kośa iti nigadyate. Therefore, this is what is referred to as a ānandamaya kośa of Ishvara. Ishvara karana sharira. Maya is a karana sharira. For Ishvara, this is ānandamaya kośa. So, in the section of, when you want to talk about body, this is causal body. When you talk about the sheath, it is called as bliss sheath. Okay? So, same thing. Whichever way you want to say, if I'm going to say causal body, I am talking about the bliss sheath. We will come to this again. sarvoparamahetutvātsuṣuptisthānamiṣyate prākṛtaḥ pralayo yatra śrāvyate śrutibhirmuhuḥ sarvoparamahetutvātsuṣuptisthānamiṣyate prākṛtaḥ pralayah yatra śrāvyate śrutibhirmuhuḥ. But before explaining this, we are talking about Ishvara. And if we have had some introduction to Vedanta, we normally talk about kośa, etc., causal body, kośa, etc., with reference to jiva. Right? Jiva has the pancha kośa, etc. Now, with reference to Ishvara, we are talking about ānandamaya kośa. How is it possible? Yesterday, while explaining, we introduced to a lot of things. The first thing is we brought a pot and said, like the pot is an embodiment, Maya is an embodiment. Like the pot engulfs the space inside it, Maya engulfs Chaitanya, consciousness. Okay. Then we brought in another example, like in the makeup box, we have this. We have this box which is consciousness, and the mirror which is Maya. The Maya is the Chaitanya, the consciousness is getting reflected on the mirror of Maya. Like that we said. Two examples we brought. And for the reflection, we gave two kind of explanations. One is it is Bimba Pratibimba or Abhasa. In Bimba Pratibimba and Abhasa, to understand the difference between these two, I brought in the idea of three kinds of existence, three orders of existence. One is the permanently permanent, which is a paramarthika state. Then the temporarily permanent vyavaharika state, and the third is temporary pratibhasika state. Now, for the Abhasavada people, Vyavahara also is real during the transaction. Pratibhasika also is real only during the transaction. When I'm seeing the silver in mother of pearl, I see the silver, I don't see the mother of pearl. That is why I am confused. So till I am confused, I see only silver. Till I am confused, I see only the world, not the self. Right? So confusion is same there in both the places. Until the confusion exists, I see only the wrong thing. Therefore, what is the gradation here? Both are pratibhasika. That is how the Abhasavadis accept. Right? So with reference to this, we understood with reference to the three kinds of existence, three orders of existence, we understood the difference between the Abhasavada and Bimba Pratibimbavada. Right? In Bimba Pratibimbavada, we accept the existence, the reality of a Vyavaharika state, the transactional state. But in Abhasavada, we don't accept it. Okay? No. We know the background. Now he says, sarvoparamahetutvātsuṣuptisthānamiṣyate. prākṛtaḥ pralayo yatra śrāvyate. Yatra prākṛtaḥ pralayah śrutibhirmuhuḥ śrāvyate. Where prākṛtaḥ pralaya, prākṛta means the whatever is caused by the prakriti, whatever is caused by the three gunas, the whole creation. Pralaya means deluge, dissolution. Okay, where the dissolution of the whole creation takes place. That which is said by the Shruti again and again, sarvoparamahetutva, because it is the end of all the creation. All the creation comes to an end. Therefore, suṣuptisthānamiṣyate, it is called as sushupti. Sushupti means deep sleep. Now let me explain. We don't see a great difference between the Ishvara and Jiva. Both are consciousness reflector on different mediums. That's all. One medium is a powerful reflector. The other medium is not that powerful reflector, but they are mediums only. If I'm going to, this is a glass with mercury coating and probably silver based. Now they have golden based mercury coating, which they say to be very powerful reflectors. Now, when you have that kind of powerful, like this itself is a powerful reflector. Any mirror is a powerful reflector. Nowadays, the mirror are very good. Now, in olden days, they didn't have the advantage of having a mirror. So what they used to have is they used to polish the brass and use it as a mirror. They used to have polished brass and they used to use it as mirror. Now, the polished brass may reflect your face, but it will not be as clear as you see in the mirror. So this is the difference. Maya is pure sattva, therefore it will reflect it in a better way. But avidya is impure sattva, therefore it will not reflect the consciousness in a better way. That's all the differences. Okay. Now that prākṛta pralaya, there is a prākṛta pralaya, the dissolution of a. But wait, when Ishvara, God, sleeps, then the whole creation dissolves, merges in his self, the cause. Now, when we sleep, what happens? Do you see dissolution? Of course, we experience dissolution. When I go to sleep, over, there is no creation here. Only when I wake up, the creation comes to me. Otherwise, in sleep, I don't see any creation. So, there is dissolution in our sleep also. No. While you were asleep, I was awake. I saw the creation existent. That is your experience of the creation, not my experience. Don't impose your experience in me. For me, everything got dissolved, including you. Actually, the experiencer which you say, you claim to be experiencer, that you also got dissolved. There is nothing other than me in the sleep. So, when I say causal body or not, they are all synonyms. When I'm saying causal body, I'm talking about causal body, or when I'm going to say ānandamaya kośa, or when I'm going to say sleep avastha, sharira, causal body, kośa, ānandamaya kośa, bliss sheath, avastha, states, deep sleep state, shushupti. Whichever I use, they are all synonyms. I'm talking about śrutibhirmuhuḥ. I'm talking about ānandamaya kośa. That's all. Okay? Remember that. They are all in, I am categorizing in the three different ways, but they are all synonyms. I'm talking about the same thing in different words. That's all. Okay? Now, ajñānaṃ vyaṣṭyabhiprāyādanekatvena bhidyate, ajñānavṛttayo nānā tattadguṇavilakṣaṇāḥ. Now, after explaining the Maya, now we come to the avidya. After explaining the samaṣṭi, we are coming to the vyaṣṭi. He says, ajñānaṃ vyaṣṭyabhiprāyādbhūruhā bhidyate, ajñānavṛttayo nānā, tattadguṇavilakṣaṇāḥ. Listen carefully. Because many of us don't understand thought functions of mind we understand. Thought functions of the ignorance we don't understand. We are explaining the thought function of ignorance. Ajñānavṛttayo, the different functionalities of ignorance. Ajñānavṛttayo. Tattadguṇavilakṣaṇāḥ is different according to the different kinds of guna. What does that mean? Simple. We said when the sattva is in pure form, 99.99%, and there is 0.1% which is shared by tamo and rajoguna, we have maya. When that is not maya, we are talking about avidya. Then there is gradation in the three states. Now, 50.01 is different from 50.02. 50.001 is different from 15.002. Understand that. Okay. Now, in this situation, there can be this kind of permutation and combination where 0.001 or 0.001 to 99.9999 variety. In each sattva, rajas, and tamas, so many combinations possible. You understand? So, now, since there can be so many gradations possible, tattadguṇavilakṣaṇāḥ, according to the guna, according to the quality, sattva guna, rajo guna, tamo guna, whichever is predominant, whichever has a different variety, according to them, nānā, they are seen as multiple, plural. Okay? Ajñānaṃ. Vyaṣṭyabhiprāyādanaekatvena. Therefore, ignorance with reference to the vyaṣṭi, individual, not collective. Samaṣṭi is collective. Vyaṣṭi is individual. With reference to individual is accepted to be multiple, plural. That is why we see multiple creations, multiple jivas we accept it as. I don't know what jiva is. Forget it. We accept things as multiple. Okay. vanasya vyaṣṭyabhiprāyādbhūruhā ityanekatā yathā tathaivājñānasya vyaṣṭitasyadanekatā. We didn't understand that, so he is repeating it, the plurality, in different way. vanasya vyaṣṭyabhiprāyādbhūruhā ityanekatā yathā tathaiva ajñānasya vyaṣṭitaḥ syadanekatā. See, I said there is forest here. So if I am going to refer to each one of these different entities in the forest, I am going to say forest 1, forest 2, forest 3. No, that will be confusing. So the different entities in the forest, I have to say, is it has a tree, tree 1, tree 2, tree 3, tree 4, tree 5, tree 6, etc. So multiple trees become forest. Okay. Samaṣṭi is a forest. Vyaṣṭi is a tree. Samaṣṭi is a army. Vyaṣṭi is a soldier. We know this difference. So he says Vyaṣṭi is Samaṣṭi. Samaṣṭi is collective and Vyaṣṭi is individual. Okay. So now he says vanasya vyaṣṭyabhiprāyāt, forest with reference to the individuals in it. Bhūruhā ityanekatā, we call it the trees. Therefore the trees are plural. Forest, the ignorance in a bunch, in a collective way, it is a one. Ignorance in individuals have different, there are different gradations, therefore they are a plural. Okay. Yathā, like the trees are multiple in one forest. Similarly, tathaiva vyaṣṭitaḥ ajñānasya anekatā syāt. In individual way, when you are going to see the ignorance, they are multiple because of the gradation in the ignorance. Okay. Now, vyaṣṭyabhiprāyādbhūruhā rajasa tamasa yutā tatā nikruṣṭā bhavati yo upādhih pratyagātmanah. Vyaṣṭihi malinasatva esha rajasa tamasa yuta tatah nikruṣṭā bhavati yo upādhihi pratyagātmanah. Rajasa tamasa yuta esha vyaṣṭihi, endowed with rajoguna and tamoguna in different gradations. This vyaṣṭi, this individual ignorance, vyaṣṭi ignorance we are talking about. Okay. This vyaṣṭi ignorance, marina sattva, is impure sattva because it is contaminated by the rajoguna and tamoguna. Therefore it is impure sattva. Tatah, therefore nikruṣṭā bhavati, it is inferior. Pure sattva is superior. Marina sattva, impure sattva, is inferior. Therefore ya pratyagātmanah upādhi, that is that impure sattva is individual, which is called as avidya, which is the embodiment for the pratyagātma. Now you have to understand one thing. Embodiment, will come to that later. Pratyagātma, whether you say pratyagātma or jiva, you don't have to be wondering, oh, pratyagātma, what is that? We didn't see pratyagātma. Don't have any trouble. Pratyagātma means jivatma. When I say paramatma, it means Ishvara. When I say pratyagātma, it means jiva. When you chant Bhagavad Gita, we begin with Shri Paramatmane Namaha. Shri Paramatmane Namaha. Paramatma is Ishvara. Pratyagātma means jiva. That's all. Don't get bogged by these words. Simple. Paramatma Ishvara, pratyagātma jiva. Paramatma Ishvara, pratyagātma jiva. Okay. Now, this malina sattva, impure sattva, is embodiment for the pratyagātma. Pure sattva is embodiment for the paramatma. Maya is embodiment for the paramatma. Avidya is embodiment for the pratyagātma jiva. Okay. Now, I didn't understand that properly. Okay, I understand, you don't understand. Now we'll explain this again. Chaitanyam vyaṣṭyavacchannam pratyagātmeti gīyate sābhāsam vyaṣṭyupahitam sattādātmena tattadguṇaihi abhibhūtassa evātma jīvetya bhidyate kinchit yatvani sharatva samsāritvādi dharmavān. Before saying that, I was talking about the deep sleep state. Deep sleep state where everything merges in the self. Therefore, there is a dissolution of creation, right? So in olden days, nowadays no one knows actually. Even in the villages, they have lost this tradition root, stupidity. But some places they are still following it. What happens is, see, we put a mat and we sleep on that, and see, in olden days we didn't have this kind of extravagance. We had pillows, limited number of pillows. Okay, so the pillows, when we are all in the grandmother's, grandparents' house, the pillows are as first priority given to only kids. Only kids used to have pillows. The kids will be given, oh, take this pillow, take this pillow. Every kid will have a pillow of their own choice, and they will sleep peacefully in the pillow. And in the early morning, the pillow will be with the elders. After you sleep, they will lift it. That is not the point. After you get up, you have to roll the mat and all that and keep it in one place. And in the daytime, they were not used to use this mat for sleep. If they don't sleep, even if they are going to sleep, they'll just put a towel and sleep. That's all. They don't pick that mat and pillow. No. Because that place is considered as a dead person's place. Like, so you sprinkle water and clean that place. It's not the brooming and cleaning like you do normally. This is a special way of treating that place, purifying that place. That I wanted to say. They treat it as a dead place, dead person, a place where you keep a dead body, kind of. Okay, that kind of impurity. Now, chaitanyam veshti avachinnam pratyagaatma iti gyate sabhasam veshti upayitam sattadatmena tadgunaihi abhibhutah sa eva atma jivah iti abhidhyate kinchit jnatva anishwaratva samsaritvādi dharmavan. Beautiful. Vyashti avachinnam vyashti upahitam sat sabhasam chaitanyam. We'll take this till this. Vyashti avachinnam chaitanyam vyashti upahitam sat chaitanyam sabhasam chaitanyam. He is explaining all the three. See, abhasam. He spoke about abhasa. I should have explained only the abhasa bada. Earlier he used only abhasa, the word. So I should have explained only abhasa bada. Instead of that, I brought in all the three ideas of all the three badas. It's good. See, he's using it all here. Vyashti avachinnam, avachinnavada, vyashti upaidham, the bimba pratimbivada, and abhasam, abhasavada. Sabhasam is abhasavada, endowed with abhasa. Okay, so vyashti avachinnam. Avachinna means endowed with. Endowed with the vyashti. Vyashti here is an individual. Individual is avidya. Individual is ignorance, which is avidya. Endowed with avidya, chaitanyam. Consciousness endowed with avidya is when I take the pot, inside the space is consciousness. Outside the pot is avidya. So consciousness endowed with avidya, embodied by avidya, limited by avidya is a jiva. Okay, keep that pot here. Take this reflecting media. Now, this makeup box where the reflecting medium is a ignorance, individual ignorance, which is a avidya. Okay, so vyashti upahitam chaitanyam. Vyashti, individual ignorance, which is avidya. Avidya embodied consciousness, reflecting media. Okay, that is the second. Abhasa is the third example. Vyashti abhasa, the limited adjunct avidya, which is the abhasa, which is the reflecting media for the chaitanya. Okay, so all the three are taken care of in the shloka. If you want to take it as avachinnavada, the pot. If you want to take the bimba pratibimbavada, the makeup box. Abhasavad also makeup box, where the difference is lies in the seeing the worldly existence. Okay. Now, iti chaitanyam pratyagatma iti gyate. Whichever way you say, avidya avachinna chaitanyam, avidya pratimbita chaitanyam, avidya abhasita chaitanyam, whichever way you say, you are talking about pratyagatma iti gyate. You are talking about the pratyagatma. Okay. Tadatmena, because of the identification, tadatmane bhava iti tadatmya. It becomes that itself because of the identification. Identification for what? Identification of this ignorance with the consciousness. Because of the consciousness identifying itself with the ignorance, it sees the consciousness sees itself as ignorance. Therefore, by being overpowered, abhibhūtah, by being overpowered, by being covered, afflicted by the overpowered by the ignorance, this consciousness sees itself as a kinchidnyatva. Kinchidnyatva means less knowledgeable. When it had the embodiment association with the samaṣṭi, which is a maya avacchannam, then it saw itself as a sarvajña. Because the avidya is the identification, the embodiment. Therefore, it sees itself as a kinchidnya. Sarvajña, omniscient. Kinchidnya, less knowledge. Anishvara, there sarveshvaratva, omnipotent. Here anishvaratva, less potent. Samsaritva, there he is liberated. Here he is bound. Okay, so he sees himself, this consciousness, because of the identification with the avidya, sees himself as a less knowledgeable, less powerful, being bound, etc. Dharmavan, with these qualities, with these attributes, with this nature. Sa eva atma jiva iti abhidyate. That very atma, that atma in this situation is called as jiva. This pratyagatma is what is called as jiva. Okay, so paramatma is what is called as ishvara, and when in that state of ishvara, because of the embodiment of maya, he sees himself to be omnipotent, omniscient, etc. But because of the identification with the embodiment of avidya, he sees himself as the less potent, less powerful, etc. Okay, that is the difference. We'll see this. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.